Expedition 33, a game developed by Sandfall Interactive, a French studio, and published by Kepler Interactive from London. The French studio has only about 33 members. Interesting coincidence. The publisher company is a big one, valued at hundreds of millions of dollars. You might be inclined to think that this studio is just a small team and, it's not Illuminati related, but it's backed up by the big bucks in London. In 2022, they made about $50 million from the release of Sifu and this game called Scorn that features a one-eyed demonic figure as cover art. Looking at Expedition 33, its cover art caught my attention, as it is another one of those entertainment projects that inspire directly from Masonic occult Illuminati symbolism, whichever way you want to call it. Similarly to how the Fallout TV show starts from Vault 33, and then the main character wears a suit with 33 on it the rest of the game. In Expedition 33, this expedition is formed, called Expedition 33, which wear 33 suits through their journey to defeat the Paintress. Similarly to how games like New World have literally the Masonic square and compass, or in Verbis Virtus, in their cover art, in Expedition 33 we have the 33 in the middle and a stylized sort of hidden square and compass in the shapes of the picture. But in one particular poster you see it in the deluxe edition writing border. The figures to the left and right represent the pillars. 33 is Jesus Christ's age when he died on the cross. Satanists like to reverse that and make their own version of the Savior. The one eye and the G in their symbolism, they say represents God, but we have our own reasons to believe it represents the opposite, as the actions of the Illuminati have always led to dehumanizing, anti-Christian and anti-human results. They say they do actions for the greater good, but this greater good is creating a super-controlled, godless society. Politics, technology, public opinion, spirituality and entertainment is shaped by them to manipulate us. The most recent instrument to shape culture in the last 10 years was the woke, which combines feminism with diversity and LGBTQ propaganda. The French are some of the leading culture to promote that kind of stuff, and we've recently seen that at the Olympics that they organized, of which I have done a full video of, and I'll put that in the description in case you are curious. I have looked at this game, but I'm not going to play it despite the gameplay being innovative for combining turn-based and real-time mechanics, deep customization, and challenging combat. I have looked at the cinematic movie of this game, which can be found on YouTube, that is 4 hours long. I have watched about an hour of it before I couldn't watch anymore, because even if it didn't have pronouns or LGBTQ characters, it had a gay vibe to it because of the lame French writers that managed to turn Gustave, one of the main characters, which happens to be a man, into a weak personality, just a soft, perfectly mannered dude. He just seems like one of those guys who joined the feminist movement and does whatever they say and says sorry all the time to the female characters that he's surrounded by. So it just has that vibe like in Dragon Age Veilguard, where there's this overly positive, soft, safe space where you hear the woman yapping all the time. I grew up with games like this, and this. Half-Life 2 had the woman character, but she wasn't annoying. Tomb Raider and other games of the past like Remember Me had woman protagonist characters, but they weren't annoying. I wouldn't say they are fully annoying in Expedition 33, but it's borderline annoying to me as a based Central Eastern European man. The Expedition 33 leader is a woman who sends them on a mission to kill the Painters of Death. In that dialogue, she's very lame and unconvincing to me, like a forced feminist character.
Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. tomorrow comes. Thanks to you. Expedition 33.
I didn't take you for a
In one
coward.
particular scene that I've seen, it promoted kind of like a communist idea, where the main woman character was telling to Gustav how it's important to put the collective importance over individuals. Basically, to forget about what could happen to their friend and push on towards the mission, because that's more important. And sure, that may seem pragmatic, but to me that's an Illuminati type mentality being pushed. We've seen how for the good of the collective and how for so-called safety, our individual rights were completely destroyed during the COVID pandemic and how that was handled. Of course, in the game later they brought back that concerning character to appease the masses, but still, that subliminal discussion can affect the way we think in real life.
I didn't take you for a coward. Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that?
Sorry.
Another aspect which I have seen is the fact that they try to create a morally gray zone. Not all creatures of this dark world of the painters of death are bad, some can be good and even cute, and they even make you feel bad for some. In a way that's like saying not all demons are bad, and so it can make us think that hell can also be a place where not everything is bad. And in this game, they even make parts of this hell look fascinating and even beautiful.
Then I woke up here with him. He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictos.
What is he?
I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk.
Watch out!
You're right.
It only attacked when...
It's coming!
Gustav, wait! It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a painter's creation. Putain! Damn, Maya, what was that?
It felt familiar somehow.
Gustav, we won't understand what's going on if we kill everything that moves.
This not-so-evil side of hell can make us think that Christianity is a superficial story because it doesn't have enough morally gray zone lore when it comes to heaven or hell. It's not non-binary enough to make a joke, when the reality is that there is a clear heaven and a clear hell. There is no such thing as good demons. The spiritual battle is real and we must pick a side. We must side with the objective good and with a clear and just God. I hope that we can pick the right side in this and not let ourselves influenced by modern stories. So play the game if you want, but just keep what I said in mind. And if you find some symbolism in the game that deserves an extra look, let me know on my Discord server where we can discuss anything. It will be in the description along with the ways that you can support me if you like what I do. Enjoy your journey through these games, but be aware of the propaganda. This is Vostovlad, signing out.
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are Expedition 33.
And this is how the Illuminati have survived. One generation dies, another one gets born, and takes the torch.